The day I got out of prison, no family member came to pick me up. I was very angry inside, but I swore when I got home I would make the whole family pay. When I returned home, I saw them celebrating the foster son's birthday. Father gave the foster son a villa and a luxury car. My fiance gave him a limited edition watch. When the foster son saw me standing at the door, he deliberately kissed my fiance in front of me. I could not hold back anymore. I rushed into the house to teach them a lesson. As soon as I entered the door, Father slapped me hard. Then he picked up a whip and tried to beat me. But I was not as weak as before. For the first time, I fought back against Father. I grabbed the whip from him because 10 years ago, the foster son ran an underground casino. It was reported and shut down. The family did not want him to go to prison, so they decided to let me take the blame. I refused, but Mother knocked me unconscious and forced my thumb onto a confession paper. Just like that, I served 10 years in prison for the foster son. Now I am out. I will make this family pay a heavy price. The foster son pretended to bow and apologize. I coldly told him to stop acting. My fiance also tried to persuade me. She said let the past be the past. But seeing her so close to the foster son, I sneered. I asked her about the promise to wait for me and marry me when I got out of prison. Now she is entangled with the foster son. This is ridiculous. She kept saying she remembered our engagement, but her actions showed she only cared about the foster son. These things no longer mattered to me. What I wanted now was revenge. The foster son hypocritically asked me to hit him for catharsis. I did not hold back. I grabbed a wine bottle from the table and smashed it on the foster son's head. The foster son collapsed on the spot. In the shocked stares of everyone, I took away the car villa and watched they gave the foster son. I threatened to come back for more, telling them to wait. The show was just beginning. After saying this, I walked out coolly. I drove the sports car Father had given the foster son and sped down the road. It felt so good. I had never experienced anything like this before. Then I went to see my good brother from the orphanage. I found the word debt spray painted all over the wall outside his door. When I opened the door, I found him trying to kill himself. Fortunately, I arrived in time. I stopped the tragedy. After learning the situation, I found out my brother owed $1 million in high-interest gambling debt. Even his little sister had been taken as collateral. I was furious. I beat my brother up, but what had happened had already happened. Getting angry would not help. I told my brother to take me to the casino to redeem his sister. Because in prison, I met a master of sleight of hand. He thought I had potential. He taught me sleight of hand. He told me to use the skill to fight gambling after I got out, so the world would have less gambling. Soon my brother and I arrived at the casino. I planned to use the house to redeem his sister, but the madam refused. She said the rule here was only winnings at the table counted, since the madam was so ungrateful. I decided to teach her a lesson today, because I had no cash. I traded the foster son's limited edition watch for chips. Everyone was stunned. That watch was a global limited edition, worth $2 million. But the casino had a rule. Trading goods for chips only gets half value. A $2 million item only becomes $1 million in chips. I did not argue. The watch had belonged to the foster son anyway. It was an eyesore to keep. Next, I won 3 rounds in a row. The madam began to panic, seeing she could not beat me. The madam sent for a top player to teach me a lesson. The expert they called was my father. When Father learned I had smashed the madam's place, he was frantic, because the madam was ruthless. If we offended her, our whole family would be finished. Seeing this, the foster son decided to deal with me. Soon, the foster son and my fiancé arrived at the casino. The foster son asked the madam to get ready. He wanted to play a few rounds with me. The madam knew the foster son was a master. She immediately stood up for him to play me.